Kanye West says, know some ninjas that went to that island. Why the F would you go to that island?
Why? Hey, look, behind craziness is the truth. If everything blend in and everything sound normal, it's considered a lie. But when somebody say something outrageous, we can't take it. No, yeah, it would never. Nah. He's crazy. Sometimes in the crazy, it's truth because your brain can absorb it. Yeah.
Now, Kanye West, has been around Pusha, has been around Jay-Z. They've been feuding for a little while now. One could probably only imagine that if he were to be talking about some dudes, he'll probably be talking about Pusha or Jay-Z. Man, listen, man. I'm just a messenger here, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
y'all
just a
think? All
listener.
right, don't hurt me, bro. All
I'm
right,
taking
I'm
everything with a
just a
grain of salt.
YouTuber. I'm just reporting what I think could have
I'm just reacting.
by here.
You two, look, hey, something crazy got to be going on. Look, they said Epstein files have just been released. You got your boy Jay-Z, all your favorite rappers and actors. It's going crazy. Boy Flacco got the whole little summary. So you're going to sum it up. We're going to kick back and watch this, y'all. See what my boy got to say.
Released, and there's a lot of surprising names on here, but no name is more surprising than Jay-Z and Pusha T. Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some money and you really need to find a way to get your it's a really if you were a young woman who was there, because the Epstein network was so vast that when the FBI arrested Epstein, for the most part, they thought they didn't even uncover 1% of the iceberg. So this tip line was opened up.
This
Now,
nigga
this
had an
tip line had
island,
a
bro.
lot of accusations coming through. Unfortunately for Jay-Z and Pusha T, they both had allegations about themselves come through the tip line. In the case of Jay-Z, he's beyond cooked in the eyes of public perception because the victim came forward July 10th, 2019, 8:20 a.m. Eastern. On July 10th, 2019 at 8:20 a.m. Eastern, the particular victim called the FBI National Threat Operations Center to identify herself as a victim of abuse by Jeffrey Epstein and others. Now, they provided the following information. So this essentially is like a transcript of what they provided. So they said in approximately 1994, listen, man, there's a bunch of redaction. I'm assuming is victim names, et cetera, et cetera. So this got redacted, but
I was
she
1 year
revealed
old.
herself to blank, which I'm assuming is like the call center employee that answered this call, as a past victim of abuse by Jeffrey Epstein. She described the abuse occurred during parties. Now we all know,
A party. Hey,
bunch of
it's kind of, hey, when them rich people get along, we don't know if they doing business deals or they. Oh shit! I didn't know this shit. My bad. I didn't.
1% of themselves at 8:20 a.m. Eastern. Abused
My bad,
women is victim names, et cetera, et cetera. So this got redacted, but she revealed herself to blank, which I'm assuming is like the call center employee that answered this call, as a past victim of abuse by Jeffrey Epstein. She described the abuse occurred during parties. Now we all know, a bunch of these abuse did happen at these parties, right? I think Jeffrey Epstein was known to throw these really like wild parties that had these like wild massages. I think like in like the first little piece of Epstein files that kind of got released like a couple years ago, we heard, like there were like midgets there, like there were like really, 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 really tiny people, like 4'9" midgets, and like people indulged in that. Like it was Jeffrey Epstein apparently provided you with whatever your speed was.
whatever
If
your fantasy was
dwarfs, he would provide you with dwarfs. Okay, that's what went down at these parties. Okay, so yeah, so apparently she was brought to parties, and she was the party favor for a bunch of weirdos and creeped.
Nigga, I see
Redactions
fingers
right
in
here
here.
are
Hold
very
on.
suspicious. So blank. So this is like the victim's name. Further identified blank as a friend of blank. I'm assuming blank and blank are now minors. Blank and blank are people in high position of power. So she will claim that in approximately 1996, which is about 2 years after this whole nonsense began to happen, where she was
My
being
bad.
named
I'm
some
looking
party
at the big
favors
monitor.
at Epstein. Apparently, she resided with blank, which is I'm assuming like one of her like perpetrators in blank state. An unknown man abducted her from her home when she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z. So she apparently lived at this residence where
Harvey
somebody, I'm
Weinstein
assuming, is also a perpetrator, and they kidnapped her. They abducted her from that home, and she
is real
woke
out
up
here.
to the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Jay-Z, while Weinstein apparently had his fingers into, we can probably guess where he had his finger into.
I just want to
Right
walk
now,
up.
she
Woo.
believed that she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. Now, she estimated she was abducted on 7 occasions. Now, hold on, man.
Damn.
7?
You was taken 7 times? Maybe you gotta do better.
Awakened each time in an opulent indoor setting. She suffered from abuse on multiple of those occasions in which Epstein participated. She recalled that Leon Black and William Barr, current United States Attorney General, being present during some of the occasion of abuse. In approximately 2006, she last recalled being abused by Epstein. Now, okay, so this started in
That's
1994
crazy.
and lasted to about
Oh
2006.
my god.
I'm assuming at some point here she stopped being a minor, right? Yeah, like I'm assuming.
Yeah, they don't
Let's just
like
say what
when
she
you
was
grow up.
14 in 1994.
And that's
That would mean
crazy.
by 1998 she became 18, and this lasted until 2006.
You haven't listened?
Yeah. They only like you young. Once you get legal, they don't want you. I don't know why they don't want you legal. There's so much legal shit out here, 18, 19, 20, but I don't know what the fuck
You
they got
type it
going on.
in, and then you go digging.
It's real. It's crazy out here, bro. This ain't even half, bro. This ain't even half the story, nigga. Motherfucker, they going down there to Africa, just pick a motherfucker up and flying them somewhere else. You gotta think about the shit. They ain't got no man. Let me shut up. They come get my ass.
Now I'm not questioning, whatever she went through as a minor. If she's being truthful about what happened here, is very unfortunate. But for this to last until 2006,
That's
like there's something
insane.
very wrong with that picture from my perspective, to be honest. From her story, she didn't really list anything that Jay-Z did specifically, but she did say that Harvey Weinstein,
Nigga, you
didn't
should
really
have been there.
penetrate her, but Jay-Z didn't, penetrate her. Jay-Z was just present, which to me is just as
That's
bad, right?
weird.
Like if
Nigga, fuck you hearing this little ass girl. Nigga, I'm not finna be there. I'm going home. Nigga, what the fuck is this little 13-year-old girl doing here? 12-year-old. Oh yeah, I gotta go. Shit, I'm give a fuck.
this alleged minor was abducted from her home, brought to an Epstein mansion, and it was you, Harvey Weinstein, and Epstein there, and this minor was enduring abuse in your presence, to me, you are just as guilty as
Yeah, if
whoever is
you
doing the
there,
abuse. I don't distinguish the difference between the two.
I don't care if you was in the mansion. There was 80 damn rooms in that bitch. Soon as I want to see the little flip flop on the goddamn floor. You got kids? Nah, we ain't got no kids. It's time for me to go. What the
Whoever
hell?
is there is just as guilty and equally as guilty. But again, this is just a tip, right? Now,
Yeah, we don't know concrete facts.
however this tip was investigated, no charges were ever brought. Right, like as far as I know, Jay-Z was never brought for a subpoena, a deposition, nothing. And this particular tip didn't go anywhere. But because the tip came in by Epstein, it was included in the Epstein files.
Mhm.
Fortunately for Pusha T, we can't say the same because she did list things that Pusha
Damn.
T did specifically. Now, it will continue, and it will say
Drake
on
finna have a
each
field
occasion
day.
she believed she was drugged, clouded her
Yeah.
memory. She attributed the drugging as frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers. Now, one of the handlers she would say would be Pusha T, because at the time, I would say Pusha T don't really belong in those rooms. Pusha T was not
Yeah.
a superstar.
He
He was
wasn't
not a
lit
mega
yet.
star. He wasn't somebody of importance. So if somebody like Pusha T was in those rooms, Pusha T would probably be the handler, right? The dough boy, the do boy, right? The store runner, right? Because Pusha T wasn't no mega star.
Putting motherfuckers in the vans and shit. Yeah, doing the grunt work,
Jay-Z, I can understand Jay-Z being in rooms with Epstein and Harvey Weinstein. Pusha T don't really fit in those rooms at all, bruh. That's like you seen Poetic Flacco in a room with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. You will say, what is this dirtball doing in this room? I'm probably the handler
cleaning
in that
shoes and
regard.
shit.
Okay, so this story makes sense, to be honest. Again, I'm not saying Pusha is guilty of anything. I'm
Yeah.
just saying Pusha role being in that room makes sense, okay? Now, it will continue, and she will say, among her handlers, she identified the artist Pusha T. In approximately 2007, she attended a party following invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in abuse. So now Pusha T went from being just a handler to now Pusha T was also engaging in the abuse. Now, she
That's why
claims
I
to
don't like
have
drugs,
additional
bro.
information of other persons
I hate
involved in the
females doing
enterprise and
drugs, bro.
information related to the racketeering conducted in support of the trafficking. She further believed she was under surveillance and stalked at the direction of the people involved in the abuse. She confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness. She refused to provide her physical address, advising that she maintained no permanent address. Rather, she moved between staying at different hotels.
That's
So
wicked.
this was somebody who was homeless, which I don't know if that gives more credibility or takes it away. I'm not about to, like the
Yeah, if you was abducted 7 times, niggas like they take you from your damn your life, So you gotta stay in motels, I don't know.
diminish the abuse just because
I
it's
don't know.
somebody right now probably in a position that's unfavorable. Right?
Pretty
A lot of
much.
people see a homeless woman making these allegations and they'll probably say, crazy.
It gotta be
I
a
don't
reason why
know,
she
man.
homeless though.
Now, what I would say, man, is Kanye West have been telling us for years that one of these dudes was on Epstein Island, that one of these dudes were involved with Epstein, but we just ain't been paying attention. This song wasn't dropped too long ago, right? On World War III version 2, if he were to be talking about some dudes, he'll probably be talking about Pusha or Jay-Z, man. I just listen, man, I'm just a messenger here, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm
y'all
just
can't
a
all
listener.
right, don't hurt me, bro. All
I'm
right.
taking
I'm
anything with a
just a
grain of salt.
YouTuber. I'm just reporting what I think could have
I'm just reacting.
by here. But we've been calling Kanye crazy for a while now, man.
Hey,
But
it's truth behind
the
that crazy.
one thing we know is we didn't see allegations involving Kanye's name, man. Ain't that crazy?
Hey, really
So
ain't no
one
smut on
person we
Kanye.
call crazy, we call a lunatic, we call bipolar, we say he belongs in a mental health institute. Somehow that person is the only person we don't see in these Epstein files. We don't see with nasty allegations towards his name. Now,
Facts.
Jay-Z to me, and here's why I think it's cooked, okay? Even though the allegations are
You was
unsubstantiated
there.
because these are just, tips coming through a hotline. Fortunately for Jay, the world already wants to believe these allegations. So there's nothing Jay can
The thing about it is like that's how you know money kind of crazy, cause money will make you turn down your morals and your principles. Oh, this nigga worth 100 billion, but he play with the motherfucking kids. I want that 100 million. I'm still from the network with them politics with it. They ain't got shit to do with me. I'm finna go home and act like I didn't see it. Well, money make you do that? Weinstein play with $100 million. You want to do business with the nigga? But Weinstein got a little fetish he like to play with. You know what? You still finna do business with him? That's when money become like evil because it changed your morals. Like I just go home, get my check, take care of my family. Nah, bro, you was there. That's what I don't really think Jay Z was in that shit. I think Jay Z was just trying to get that money, trying to network, be in them rooms with them niggas. So he can get his deals, and in the rooms, some shit was going on. You know how you partying? You at the party, and you look to the other side, you see them motherfuckers doing party favors, but you act like you don't see it. That's what I think was going on. He act like he didn't see the shit when he seen the shit
do to
when
really
he was there.
convince people that he's not guilty.
That's what
Man,
I
as
think.
soon as Jay-Z hit that B, bro, hit that billion, hip hop got really suspicious of Jay-Z. And also, too, hip hop getting suspicious of Jay-Z is for good reasons. Like,
Because you only make your money when you start getting next to people who make money because they introduce you to more money and shit to do with your money.
we seen how Jay-Z operated with the NFL, bro. We seen how Jay-Z sold out for a buck. So we've already been very suspicious of
Fucking
Jay-Z.
baggage.
And Rock Nation right now is public enemy number one. And because people want to believe these rumors, they want to, believe this, they want this to be true, there's nothing Jay-Z can do
I
to
ain't doing
convince the
shit till they
public
make a
it's not.
documentary about this shit.
Sorry, bro. All right. There's nothing.
I can't judge
Jay-Z
nobody
can
like
come out and yell to the top of the moon and speak. There's nothing
because I
Jay-Z
heard
can
about
do to
this white boy.
convince us it's not true because the
I
public
heard
wants
about
to
him.
believe this is true. Now, Pusha T may have some saving grace here because Pusha T, for the most part, ain't somebody who's
Yeah, he
hated.
ain't
Pusha T ain't somebody
top caliber.
who we are rooting against. And by we, I'm just saying the public. So Pusha T might have some action here. Jay Z, don't even listen, man. You about to have 1,000 different reaction channels breaking down every photo Jay Z ever took with Harvey Weinstein, any deals they ever made together,
Facts.
any movies they did together. They about to start breaking down body language. Oh, trust me, bro. Jay is
It's for to
overly
get
cooked.
wicked.
It's over with. Now, when I surveyed the landscape,
Surveyed.
right? When I surveyed what people are currently thinking, I'll be real, it sounds like Jay-Z's cooked, bro. Because how people are treating these Epstein files,
Guilty by
they're not
association.
treating these Epstein files as allegations. They're saying these Epstein files have been hidden for so long that whatever is on these files have to be truth, because why would they hide it for so long? So when
Yeah, that's what I feel like, nigga. I think this shit is a distraction though. But why you putting this shit out now? What's really going on? You ever notice when some shit go down, some stuff behind the scenes actually going on? It's a distraction for us, bro. Look at where y'all tune in. I'm making my money, but as soon as I click off this bitch, I'm finna get to work.
your name is wrapped up in these files, kiss believe you leave these out and click on.
But we finna get off this video. Hit the like button, comment down what you think about this video. 3 straps to the family. And then I'm taking everything with a grain of salt. I ain't throwing nothing or no smut on nobody's name because I don't know too much. I wasn't there. I didn't see with my own eyes physically. But if I had to throw my little take on it, I would say he was in that room and he acted like he didn't see shit. Hey, let's go over and talk business. Let's sign paperwork. And after they got done signing the paperwork and shit, they went over there and did what they had to do. Not him, not Jay-Z partake, but you seen them motherfucking kid run around that motherfucking mansion. Yeah, like he ain't seen them bitches sign that goddamn contract worth that couple million. That's what I think. You feel me? This a picture that you at a party and somebody doing something on that side. You like, damn, they over there. Wow, they doing that shit. Y'all over there conversing about this shit, but you act like you ain't gonna see this shit. That's what I think. Other than that, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.